How are we getting on, guys? We'll wait until there's a few getting into the mix.
Yeah, can you send me that link, man?
Okay. 1 second now. We'll send this. Still getting set up, so we are. If there's any of you watching.
Hey.
No, I'm not. I'm watching. I'm going to watch the match before I go.
Well, we can't watch the match, but I can get the video.
Why?
I don't know. Were you at earlier?
I took something out. Yeah, just my my Fire Stick. I don't know, Mum. I can't do anything right now. I'm in the middle of a live stream. What? I can't do anything about it right now, Mother. So, I don't. What's wrong with it? The TV. The TV.
Yeah, Sky up.
Should I unplug it and plug it back in again? That's all I can say. It's not nothing to do that I did. What I did. Mum, I don't know what I can do. I can't do anything for you. You know, if the Sky TV's not working, maybe there's snow on the dish. Maybe there's snow on the dish.
That's hardly working out this morning.
I don't know, Mum. I don't know. Well, you figure it out, Mum, if you know. Okay. Yeah. I took out the Fire Stick that was stuck into it. Right. That's nothing to do with the Skybox. How are we getting on, guys? Is there anybody out there? 2 people watching. Who is this? We're still in the middle of getting set up here, so we are. Trying to get the live comments up while we're chilling. So let us know who's in the mix there. I'm going to put our Patreon. I'm going to put our Patreon channel as a pinned chat. So if anyone wants to become a Patreon, help us out with a couple of quid. That would be very kind indeed. Who do you have between United and Liverpool today? Has everyone put any money on the crack? We're getting close to kick off now, so I can see Alan Shearer talking shite to Gary Lineker and Ian Wright. What type of babies would they have? If they were to have babies, what would they be at? So, yeah, 1 second. It's fucking nippy enough out, lads. Nippy enough.
We still on?
We are still
So,
on.
Have we anyone watching?
We probably have someone watching. I'm trying to put a pinned chat. 4 people watching. Who are the 4 people? Get your comments in, guys. Gotta pin that message. How are you doing, Gratty32? How are you getting on? Are you well? Who do you support? Is it United? Is it Liverpool?
I can see the comments.
They're here.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's the crack, guys. We're back live on YouTube. New York City. Not too bad.
New York City, fucking hell.
Fair play.
It's a grand spot. You're watching the match over there in NYC, the big Schnapple.
We're back live. We're finally back live doing YouTube. We were banned there for a while.
Yeah, we were a little bit
We're
banned.
naughty.
Okay.
We're naughty boys.
Michael Salmon has to keep it in his pants. Just got to say that. Fucking, I remember being in New York and they buying $1 bottles of Schnapple. Yeah, of cart vendors. It's nice enough, full of sugar. Surprisingly enough, like America.
Anything that is good is full of sugar. We
Like-
have gone international. That's the way we want to keep it.
We're fucking flat out in the international stage, you know.
Who's the Jay Feeney? Is it?
Jay Feeney. Fucking, yeah. I wonder if I can make that bigger.
Make that bigger. That's what she said last night.
Well, she didn't have
In
to
vain.
because it was as big as it could go, and I tried so hard to make it bigger. For years, I've tried to make it
Well,
bigger.
That's the way to do it. What time is kickoff there?
It's in about 1 minute, I'd say, Steve. Okay, hold on a second now. Can I make this fucking chat box bigger? Here, that is the job now. If we wonder if I can go back to this. So we're doing all the technical stuff on the fly because we haven't done
We're
testing new
testing
new
back
stuff. You know,
we haven't done it in a few months.
sure. Can't go wrong with this now. So look, we'll just go back to this. You should come over. Just need negative COVID tests and patients to quarantine. I'd love to go back over to New York.
Can Americans visit Ireland at this point? Well, actually, would you believe I was out today walking along the beach in Bertrand near Westport, and there was a lot of Americans.
Really,
The answer to that must be yes.
I can.
Although
Wouldn't stop.
they're on about you need a negative test and you need to quarantine for 14 days, but it's up to yourself really. But I'd say definitely you would need the negative test.
Yeah, the negative test would be a good start,
Yeah.
just for your own fucking sanity.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want to do is go to another country and just
Yeah. And then
spread
it's not
diseases.
with COVID, yeah.
Unless,
So,
and maybe if you're having a sexually rampant disease that you go, would you?
sure, you wouldn't get that.
Or if you're in Cambodia, would you fucking go? Do you know what? Fuck it, they probably have enough
If you were in Cambodia, I'd be staying away from sexual
activities.
activities.
Really?
You would be worried more
Would you be
about-
scared?
You'd be more worried about other things.
Okay,
The match
the
started.
match has kicked off, so United have just lumped it forward there. Fair play to them. Cavani, there was a handball off Wijnaldum. Looked like it. Yeah, so we're a couple of seconds in here. We may be a little bit delayed compared to the way the time is, probably 2 minutes, but
Yeah, we have to fine tune it. Now, another thing is, what else have we? You know what? I'm going to run in and get myself a glass. Do you want one?
no, because I have to drive to Dublin after this.
I'm driving the bummer.
It's a load of shite.
Just like the quarantine is. You're dead right.
Yeah,
Gareth.
quarantine is a bummer. Yeah, the quarantine's it's like my brother's currently quarantining in England because his friend was tested positive and he was putting up shelves or something. Close contact, yeah. So 10 days of chilling out on his own. Sure, what can you do? Oh, ball in from Curtis Jones.
Who's in the blue here?
Liverpool.
Jeez, you're
Oh.
City, wouldn't you?
That's maybe what United are nervous about. It's actually a fast start here from Liverpool.
They're now look, you follow soccer more than I do. I'm a GEA man, really. But I would be a United fan
If you like football.
If I had to pick a team, it would be Man United.
Yeah.
And for reasons I've said on this many times.
Yeah.
But anyway, Liverpool's form has really dipped.
Shite, yeah. They haven't scored a goal in 4 games. They haven't won in 5. Then they
competitions.
Yeah.
This is the FA Cup.
This is the FA Cup, yeah.
But
So
where are they in the Premiership?
They are 4th at the moment.
4th.
Yeah. So like they're still well in the mix. They're only 3 points off the top of 4 points.
Okay.
So and they'll be thereabouts. Like they've had injuries that have fucked them up this season.
Okay.
So losing Van Dijk to injury.
You're still on the sauce from when
I hope so. I hope so.
They're all taking lines of schnapp.
Yeah, they're flat out. They're how are you, Liam? Yeah, they're fucking. They've been flat out fucking doing loads of chonk.
Yeah.
And fucking maybe even harder drugs.
Yeah.
Crystal meth.
I bet they've hookers in
fucking in the dressing room with them. They have to bring at least three hookers in with them. Oh, here we go, Rashi. Paul Pogba has actually been in brilliant form.
Has he?
Yeah, he scored an absolute cracker against Fulham the last day.
Yeah.
So
what did you think of McGregor getting? I know it's not a soccer thing.
It doesn't matter. It's all chat. I actually stayed up and watched the fight last night.
Did you?
I did. Yeah. It was, in fairness to Dustin Poirier, he went in and he chopped down his lead leg.
Yeah.
Absolutely, like that made a massive difference. He didn't look fluent. McGregor looked off the pace. He looked like he was ring rusty. Maybe he overtrained a bit. Hard to know.
Should he have?
He hit Poirier with some clean shots,
right.
And he didn't look like he took anything out of him. It was a weird one. But if McGregor was to fight a couple of times, you could see him getting back to where he was. Again, he's 32, 33. He's not old. You know, his problem is that he's fought once in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, it's an elite level.
He was in great shape. Jade is just asked there.
How you doing, Jade? Yeah, like I think the better man won. And like the one thing you can say about McGregor, he's a very good sport after he loses.
Yeah.
He speaks very well.
Yeah, and there didn't seem to be as much
animosity. Yeah. There wasn't any. There wasn't any. And to be honest, I think that's not a good thing for McGregor. No. McGregor, when he was at his peak, he was in everyone's head.
Yeah.
That was the difference. He was he was the nightmare to be around. He'd pull the piss out of you. And now he's kind of lost a bit of that aura. He's trying to go a little bit sounder and cleaner. We've lost this for a second. Yeah, but what can you do if you're being by the bare man? You just have to own up to it. Remember Ronda Rousey?
Yeah.
When she lost to Amanda Nunes,
yeah.
she got head kicked by Holly Holmes, knocked out. She had never been beaten before that.
Okay.
She really took that badly. She's a bad loser.
Right.
You know, she was a really poor loser for the way that she acted afterwards. Then she left the UFC for a while and sulked, came back and fought Amanda Nunes and got knocked out.
Yeah.
In massive time.
Like her face nearly caved in.
No,
she got a
so the head kick was probably worse.
Okay.
But like psychologically after that, she wanted to retire undefeated from the UFC.
Right. Yeah.
Holly Holmes would ruin that for her.
Okay.
So she was out. She was outstruck. Like Holly Holmes is a far superior boxer
Which one of them was in the WWE?
So that Ronda Rousey went to the WWE after,
Okay.
but she couldn't deal with the with someone taking her crown.
Right. Okay.
And that-
you have to be just as good at losing.
You gotta hand it to
Losing as well.
McGregor that before he when he's lost, he's been very graceful,
Yeah.
even if he's been a prick beforehand.
Yeah. I think so. I think that's
And he's selling the fight.
I think that's all. I think that's all fucking. It's all hype anyway. I think he has to do that. I think he.
The only one that you'd say he went too far with was Khabib. He didn't control himself.
Yeah, I know. I think he was just. He did go a little OTT, and maybe there was other things, external things outside his. Like outside the UFC, that was. He was really affecting him.
Oh, that's a late challenge on Maguire.
Cheers, Liam. Yeah, but you know what? I'm having 1 or 2 cans is what I'm having, and cheers for checking out the last podcast. Was that
the one with Pork O'Hora
or the 2021? We put sort of 2 up.
Yes,
Yeah, so
the Pork.
Just after putting up the Pork O'Hora one on YouTube.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, so that was the one with Pork O'Hora was good crack.
It was
He's an absolute gentleman.
A lovely guy, and his Wi-Fi was a little.
It was shit.
A little iffy.
his Wi-Fi was basically a hamster running on a wheel.
But the audio was too good. It's like the actual conversation was too good for it not to go up. So.
Yes. Look, we sometimes you're gonna have technical issues like that, and what can you do? It's like, unfortunately, the internet's shite down in the West of Ireland.
Yeah, we just have.
You got lucky.
We got lucky. We got fiber optic broadband in. So.
Yeah, it makes a massive difference.
The finest.
So I know I'd have the same problems out the countryside in the home place as well. So the Irish government, get on that.
Yeah. Indeed. So here it is. Looking for glass.
Our fucking drink out of the dirty old sock, you can't. This has been quite an open start from both teams.
Jeez, I hate that stuff.
Yeah.
I do force it down myself.
I don't understand why the referee played advantage to United there when Maguire was clearly fouled. It's just the rules have become more and more fucking convoluted with this.
That looks soccer to me, but even in the GEA, like the rules keep changing in both games, and it just keeps. It's like I'm a traditionalist when it comes to sport.
Yeah.
Keep the old rules. Like stop chopping and changing them.
Ground hurling. Ground hurling.
Yeah.
Actually, you can't pick up the ball. If anything, take the ball out of it. Take the ball out of it. Just a bunch of lads scrapping.
Sticks.
Yeah. Liverpool passing around the back. Liverpool are definitely going to end up with more possession than United in this game, I think.
Where did we play it? Actually, it's only the FA Cup.
Old Trafford.
What stage of the FA Cup?
This is the 5th round, I suppose.
Now, getting back to the fight, was there no audience?
No, there was about 2,000 or something like that in attendance.
Does McGregor need
a big crowd?
The hype.
Don't know. It's I don't think so, but because he looked in phenomenal shape for United attacking here. Pull it back to Don. Again, that's inexperience for you. Fucking 18-year-old lad running out, just sees his name in lights. He should have pulled it back to Donny van de Beek there.
Where's he from?
So Mason Greenwood is a Manchester lad. He's
born and bred.
Yeah, talented. He's going to be United's centre forward. Pogba just after getting dispossessed in the middle of the park there really poorly. United have been a little bit sloppy. That was a big chance for United there. Good save by Henderson. Fizzed across the box by Trent Alexander-Arnold, and someone got a foot on it, but Henderson actually got away. This is an important game for United. I'll tell you why there isn't such thing as only the FA Cup.
Okay.
United need to. Yeah, no, but United need to win a trophy.
Yeah.
and there's a great chance of them winning the FA Cup.
Okay.
They won. They got to 4 semi-finals in the last year, and they've lost them all. So
Did Chelsea win today?
Chelsea were 2-1 up on Luton when I was last on.
Okay.
So, but you'd imagine that they won that handy enough.
Because I just happened to be where I was staying last night and this morning. The Wi-Fi was down.
United are through.
So I got no results. I didn't even know who won the McGregor fight until 12 o'clock today.
Yeah, the McGregor fight was interesting. He got some clean shots in there, but Poirier was just better than him.
Yeah.
He had a better strategy. He looked really strong. He looked really fit. I think one thing about when they came in from cutting weight and went on the scales, McGregor looked in phenomenal shape, and Dustin Poirier looked really drained.
Right.
Apparently, he cut weight from 180 down to 155. It's a big weight cut, And then
fighting at 9 o'clock in the morning, sure.
9 o'clock in the morning.
Fight at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, McGregor's not a morning person anyway. He likes the evenings.
A bit like Pete. He wouldn't get up until like 1 or 2 in the morning, 1 or 2 in the
Yeah,
and then he might start fighting.
yeah, we definitely go fighting in the evenings. Yeah. So is there anyone else in there throwing an old comment there for the crack?
And where are you all from? Where are you watching from?
Foul on McTominay there.
Now, you should miss the GA though.
Yeah. Well, what we'll be missing now is some, especially if you're a Mayo man, Keith Higgins just after retiring.
Keith Higgins just after going. What's that? 6 or 7?
That's 5.
No, there's more.
So Seamus O'Shea,
Tom Parsons,
Donny Vaughan, Sandra, Keith Higgins, David Clark. They're the 5. Chris Barrett, 6 fact.
No.
That's a big clear out.
And might be 1 or 2 more going. Who's
Could do.
the next one?
Who's the next one? Who could be the next
I
one?
don't know. Who would be the next one to go?
Not that we want them to go now.
But I think maybe would Kevin McLaughlin go?
I think there's a couple of years left in McLaughlin yet.
Who else did I think? Maybe Brendan Harrison.
The only thing that would start. The only thing about Brendan Harrison is that his injuries. The injuries could curtail that, so that'd be a worry. But I think he's young enough. He's definitely young enough to.
Yeah, I hope so, because I think we really missed him this year.
Yeah,
big time.
Big time.
And I think we would have went a lot closer to Dublin if we had Brendan involved.
I'm just going to put a post up on the Facebook page on the stories as well.
So it's nice to be back on doing lives again. We better get back into the hype of it and doing it every weekend.
Sure is.
And we won't make the same mistake again.
Yeah, it's a.
You're always on your phone, Pete. Or Chris.
Well.
Are you getting on, Leo? You well? Awfully Irish podcast. How are you getting on? Hello, ladies. Fair play to you. Fair play to you, lads. You've been putting up some nice podcasts lately. Bit of competition there.
No, just friendly stuff. Don't be putting us down now.
Check them out. They're sound skins. So yeah, how was this match going?
You're the one. Are you watching it? No.
Well, it's 0-0, and it's pretty boring. You see, at least in a GA match, when's the video being done? Oh yes, must get on that actually. Must get on that.
What one?
when I get all the lads together. It's impossible to get us all together at the last since January, but with the COVID restrictions. But we'll get there. Don't you worry.
What video being done?
No video that he sent in a little bit of the script for us boys to do. So
Nice.
Them's fighting words. You're dead right.
Will we scrap with them?
I'll tell you. I'll take you on right now outside.
If I could turn up, boys, turn up.
Half a can and the fight comes out straight away.
Yeah, no, you're a woeful man. Liverpool look like they will create chances in this fucking game, and that is not a good thing for Man United. The only good thing about it is that Liverpool have been shite in front of goal the last couple of games.
You can't seem to gel together.
Yeah, they're just not fucking putting the ball in the net, which...
From the little bit that I do be watching of soccer, I can figure that out.
Yeah.
Or the commentary on it.
Oh, good touch. Go on, put...
After mass.
Go on, Rashford. There you go. Corner for United.
Rashford, is he the lad that was doing the good things in Doctor?
He is. He's you gotta like him because he's
got a nice head now.
Yeah, he's doing it for the poor people of Britain.
Yeah.
It's
when I say a nice head, I mean not like physically a nice head. But
it should look.
Well, physically he's a nice looking man as well, yeah. But I meant like a.
Would you have one over him? Would you?
Huh?
Would you have one over him?
How do you mean I have one over him? I'm not that way. Although this COVID had tested the man out.
Yeah, COVID would test the man, push the man to his limits. Oh, chance! Oh, Pogba.
No. You see, if that was Killian O'Connor now, it'd be straight in the back of the net.
Would you fucking? Killian O'Connor doesn't get paid for what he does.
Yeah, I know.
Should
GAA players be paid?
See, the thing is, when you keep it amateur, like this, the only thing that fucks me with this is that the GAA makes so much money.
Goal.
Oh God.
Is it?
Is
no.
it?
Yes. Oh, it is. It is. Goal.
Is the he's a prick. Yeah, it's. I don't know. Should they be paid? The GA makes so much money.
I think they should be getting something. I really do.
Yeah, I think the only thing, it's almost like a salary cap type of way. Like all expenses are probably paid anyway to a certain degree. Well, remember years ago, the likes of Porty O'Shea make fucking massive money as managers. You know, fucking in expenses. Yeah, it'd be putting in travel expenses for going up to Westmeath a couple of times a week. So, in fairness, what a ball through there.
Yeah, nice little chip over as well, though. In fairness.
Yeah, you can't argue that. It's a good goal.
That is a good goal.
Bastards.
Nice little flick. Yeah.
Like Henderson couldn't do much more about it. Like
could have put his hands up. He could have.
You're watching it. See, the thing is, when you watch it in slow motion, you go, why didn't he put his hands up? It was like when it actually happens, it's about.
Give him a shoulder.
He should have, yeah. He should have rattled them all together. They should all give all the players an equal share of the profits, possibly. But the only thing is that that's open to being fucked about with as well.
Yeah. Does every player get the same?
Yeah, some under 12 player in Bahola, fucking making a couple of grand. It's like parents.
Tough one. Do you give all the players the same amount?
Yeah, does it?
It'd have to be. You know what? It would have to be.
It would have to be.
Again, would it be?
Would it be fair?
Play?
Yeah, would it be fair? Would it be fair as well? Like, because if you're in Leitrim and you're on the beer.
Yeah.
All week you turn up.
That's right.
You know, Mayo, you're playing Mayo for it.
That's what makes it now a little bit tricky because does a player that just walked onto the team like last week, get the same as someone that's played for 10 years.
Yeah, that's
You know, tricky one. It is a tricky one now that you think of it.
oh
Do 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 do.
yeah. It when you look at it, they should definitely get something. They should definitely get something.
Yeah, they should.
I think we're all in agreement that.
I
But
think once they make the squad, I think they should get.
and I think the game would improve if they were professional.
Definitely. Do you think are the Dublin players being looked after financially?
Definitely.
Definitely. Well, then,
So
I would you not think that the Mayo players are as well?
to a certain degree, yeah.
But not as much.
But like, let's put it this way: Dublin have so much more money than everyone else.
Mhm.
Instead of why don't you put it over there?
Yeah, that would be a good thing to do.
Yeah, it's. I think that it's how do you go about like the GA needs some major reform.
It does. That is a tricky one. Top up that I was looking over it. It's cold in here, you know. It's cold in here without the fire. We should have been out earlier on and we should have put on the fire.
There's lots of things we should do.
There's lots of things we should do. But we said we'd go live for the craft. Just to test it back. Just to see if we first of all allowed to go back live because we were banned for a while.
Yeah.
And
being banned doesn't help. Like
no, it doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. And now that we know that we can go live, we'll be doing it more regular, probably every weekend. Some sporting event, or we might do a podcast live. Podcast live, yeah.
Talk shite. Maybe do an Agony Uncles.
Are we allowed to tell who we're going line up?
Why not?
Yeah, we have a couple of boxers.
Yeah,
lined up.
We have Jason Quigley.
Yeah, Jason Quigley after his fight
in February.
In 13th. So that
Ray Moylet.
Ray Moylet as well, a local legend.
Yep.
A Mayo man and
European gold medalist.
Yeah.
World youth boxing champion.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in, I think he was 17 when he won that.
And,
still is.
Still is, of course. And we will be chatting to him on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So that will be up during the week. But Jason Quigley's one will be after his fight on February the 13th. And also, we have a couple of ladies lined up for podcasts, and we'll hold back them names.
Yeah, until we get.
But they should be very interesting. I don't think enough ladies do podcasts.
I don't know. How many podcasts do you watch?
Well, I see them advertised. I don't watch an awful lot of podcasts.
You don't watch anything.
Yeah, I don't watch anything. Yeah.
Just fucking sitting there on Facebook all day.
Yeah, not even on Facebook.
Instagram.
Just flicking. I don't even know what I'd be watching half the time.
Yeah. We should be worried about you. We haven't done the intervention yet.
No, not the intervention yet, and we must actually do a podcast on social
your
media.
problems with social media.
Problems,
We'll do an Agony Uncle special just dedicated to you.
Just for all my problems.
We'll just go through your problems, man. And there's many of them. Ooh.
So speaking of fights, what a loss for McGregor. Yeah, I was shocked. Like I said earlier, where I was last night, I had no Wi-Fi, so I didn't get to see the fight. I didn't get to see anything. I had to go the old-fashioned route to find out the results and go on teletext or whatever it's called.
Can you still look?
Something like, the red button.
Yeah.
BBC on the television.
And it told you all the news.
Give me the.
What the news did you see?
It said, do you know what it said? Actually, I got lucky. It was the first thing up. It said, this is how it read. Conor McGregor's chances of lowering
Khabib,
or whatever his name is.
Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Taking a shattering blow down to his fight with Dustin Poirier. So, in fairness, they should have just said Dustin Poirier, but McGregor.
That's not.
Give the man his dues, but no, they had to bring in the bigger name.
Well, I think Khabib has basically said that he's not going to come out of retirement. No,
there's no way.
Yeah, I couldn't see him. I couldn't, even if McGregor did win, I didn't see him coming out. Like, it almost makes McGregor's life easier if he did.
you think?
Yeah.
Do you think was it a mistake to have the fight at all? Should you not just call him a quit
No, I think
after he bet Cowboy?
no.
Do you think there's another
I
fight?
I think there's a few fights in him.
Okay.
Oh, what a ball! Greenwood. Oh, what a
Yes,
goal!
goal.
What a
I
goal!
wouldn't mind, but I nearly went and put a tenner on them when they went
Well,
1-0 down. Why didn't I?
What a phenomenal ball by Rashford there. Picks up the ball on the left wing. Just crossfield ball into Greenwood.
Back at the net job. Was it his first touch?
No, he brought it down. What's the crack, lads?
He's a nice
Tune-
trimmed beard, the Liverpool goalkeeper. What's his name? Becker.
Alison Becker.
Alison Becker. He's a nice trimmed beard. I must trim it myself.
Yeah.
I do find myself like wearing half my breakfast out with me. It needs to be trimmed.
Oh, look at Greenwood coming in here.
Oh, it was a great ball, all right.
It's a phenomenal ball.
Crossed it.
Rashford.
Jeez, he was lucky he wasn't outside.
No, he timed it
class
perfectly.
Class finish, but he still had work to do.
Yeah. Oh, he'd loads to.
He still had work.
He
to
just
do.
brilliantly taken down.
Well, it was his second. It was his first touch.
He's left-footed as well.
And that was his right foot.
Yeah.
Fucking great goal.
He's naturally has some delays there, lads. Yeah, I think
I think we're all delayed today.
it's delayed. It's delayed. There's always a delay when you go live streaming anyway. So
Yeah. So you what you need to do is delay yours. If you're watching it on Sky
or BBC,
or
BBC, yeah.
rewind it.
Yeah.
Rewind it.
Or do you know what? Don't bother and just tell us what's happening, because this doesn't go very well for us here.
We've someone watching from Oklahoma City.
Never been to Oklahoma.
There's a song about Oklahoma, isn't there?
Says many songs about
I
Oklahoma.
bet there is. It's on the top of my tongue now, and I can't think of it quick enough. But anyway, thanks for watching from Oklahoma City. What's your name for starters?
David Walsh asks, any bets going?
I'm just after saying I should have when United went 1-0 down, I nearly threw a €3 on, but I didn't.
So
It's plus and maybes. Destroyed my life.
yeah, I've no bets. I've actually tried to kind of stay away from it. Van de Beek about to have a good chance. Cheers, mate. he was breaking down. Van de Beek is number 34 there, blonde lad bought from Ajax last year. Yeah.
I'll tell you how much I follow.
Donny Van de Beek.
I'd say he's Dutch, is he?
He is, yeah. What gave it away?
Something about his name.
Oh, good recovery from Maguire there. Yeah, so we'll just watch this and you watch it there and just tell us what's happening. Is it my Oklahoma home blown away?
It could be.
Guns, Cowboys, horses, Indians.
You would love it, Cowboy. I bet I would.
Yeah.
I love anything in the States. I do like the States.
Yeah.
I have to say.
Have you ever been to like the southern states in America?
I haven't gone down south. It's all been up in the northeast coast. So it's been New York, Boston, Maine,
Yeah.
Connecticut, all like New England sort of area, which is quite beautiful. So I worked there for a while, and I've been in New York 6 or 7 times on holidays.
Yeah.
In and out. So
And New York's good fun.
New York's very Mike Dimber job.
Good crack.
Was it Mike Dimber with the sign "Stop the world and let me off"? Or was that Declan Erman?
Stop
the world and let me off. I'm tired of going round and round.
Yeah.
It's
not really a class. If anything, it's not a classic at all.
You need to check it out.
No, I don't. You don't need to check it out. You just have to put on Midwest and fucking
and cry yourself to tears.
Yeah. Be like, have 6 wanks a day and listen to Midwest like a true Mayo man.
Yeah, that's how I knew I was getting old, or getting older, and I started actually listening to Midwest. Growing up, I thought to myself, you have to be over 40 to
Yeah,
watch or to listen to Midwest.
and you still do.
You do.
It's not really for. It's not for a younger
yeah,
audience
it's
at
not for
all.
a
Like,
younger audience. And we shouldn't be giving out because it is a great service here in the west of Ireland. And we have been on it a few times and they've done us great things and they've promoted us and everything. But it really is for ears beyond 40. We're 40 plus and we're not quite there yet. Thank Lord. Not that there's anything wrong
Yeah.
with being 40 plus either.
So you're probably there now yourself, are you?
I am, but good. Hear you. The cheeky.
Should
You know
look.
what they say about the older the fiddle? Do you know
What?
I'm saying? Do you
The
know
older the fiddle, the younger the girl, is it?
the sweeter the tune.
Are you trying to say you're fiddling, are you?
Stop, you get me arrested.
Awfully Irish podcast says, lads, if you are looking for guests, I have 120, I can 40.
For the
That Joe for the mom. It'd be some podcast.
It would be a great podcast.
I don't know, it'd be all
Fit
white
the
noise.
COVID arms,
It'd be
right?
fucking great crack. But the COVID arms. Yeah, the COVID arms coming together now.
It is nice. In fairness, it's getting dark. What time is it?
After 5 o'clock, it's 5:30.
Isn't there a bit of a stretch?
Yeah, it is definitely. Yeah. You can see it now. The last week or so being a big change.
25 to 6. 25 to 6, boy.
How have you been coping with this current lockdown situation, and or are you just used to it?
I've got used to it, and do you know what? I've had a great time.
Yeah.
I'm not
Never been happier.
I've never been happier. I've a couple of things on at the minute, and yeah, it's all
Want to expand?
No. Yeah, I've never really let the actual. I've always been busy.
Yeah.
Doing things, and as well, you see, I get to travel the country anyway because of the job I'm doing, like my usual job, and so I get to travel anyway. So I haven't really let it stop me.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Doing anything. So, but yeah, no. Apart from that, I do miss the pubs.
Yeah.
I miss the crack. I miss the clubs. I miss gigging. I especially miss gigging.
Yeah.
Very much so. I miss doing the live shows with Pete and Mikey and whoever else be coming along, yourself, and I even miss Terry Norman.
Even.
Yeah. If you're watching Terry, I miss you, man. Of course, Martin Roney.
Of course.
Yeah, and even going to Owen's gigs, a bit of crack.
Yeah. Even going to other gigs and stuff like.
It's great. I love the buzz. I love the whole going out, getting not really knowing what's going to happen, but
that's usually what the way it is though. When we have not knowing what's going to happen is half the crack.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, don't really, have a rough plan, but that's it.
Yeah.
And just go with it from there, and it's all great crack.
David Walsh says it's 6 o'clock here with the delay. It is. we're always behind. Should I? Outlaw Barber says, I used to live in Ireland and I miss the pubs. It was ashamed. It's a shame they were closed. Pubs are the heartbeat of Ireland.
They are the heartbeat of Ireland. Even if you don't I'm not just talking about going out and having mad pints and whatever. It's everything that goes with it. It's the social aspect of it. It's meeting people,
listening to live music,
meeting your friends from town.
Just having crack
neighbors. You can't even you're not even meant to be allowed to go visit your neighbors.
Yeah,
which I completely disagree with. I mean,
the whole idea is to
the numbers are seem to be going up. But I think if you look after yourselves and check yourselves out and get the test done, eat healthy, get your exercise in, I think.
Yeah.
Protect the vulnerable. Obviously, I don't want to see anyone. No one wants to see anyone get sick or dying before their time. but you have to live too, you know. I'd rather live, or what's the saying? I'd rather die in my feet than live in my knees.
Yeah. But at the same time, you have to look at it the way that, like, the people that are vulnerable, they have as much right to live as you, and you're not vulnerable.
Yeah, I'd like to
So-
think I wouldn't be vulnerable.
So this idea of living on your knees, all you're doing is it's a small inconvenience for like it is an inconvenience. It's
Well,
fucking shit.
Yeah, it is.
But-
I understand that too, Chris. I do
Yeah.
understand that. But I don't know. I think it's created.
So it's hard. I know it's a difficult one to because
is,
it's not
because
one or the other.
A
Like,
lot of mental health issues going to be coming off this, you know. So
yeah,
it's going to be a strange one. It really is going to be. It's going to be a big fallout from this. I believe. So I do. Neil O'Toole. How are you getting on, Neil? Is that the Neil O'Toole in Helsinki, Finland?
yeah,
Finland.
yeah. Helsinki's in
Finland.
Finland. Yeah.
Any more big runs on the radar for 2021 then? Yes, of course, we're always planning, but actually, myself and Pete were talking, not yesterday, the day before, and we were planning one so big that it might actually be 2022.
Yeah.
We want to do it big this time. And we'll be filling you in all the details in due course, but we would need if we really want to do what we want to do, it would take over a year.
It would also take corporate sponsors and
to try
you know,
and do it justice, to do it right.
yeah, like I think with any of those runs, like the longer it is, the harder work is, the more planning that has to go into it.
Like there's huge work that goes into it. Even organizing accommodation, like the logistics of it are absolutely crazy. It was for the likes of Chris here and Angelina Nugent and Martina Jennings that organized the run for Mayo so quickly and economically, because we really only had a few weeks to organize it, because we did intend to do the full Wild Atlantic Way, but obviously COVID killed that.
But realistically, it would have taken a lot longer to do the Wild Atlantic Way to plan it out anyway.
Oh yeah,
it's a 40-day and
huge, and we would have expected people to take like a month off, and without getting some sort of funding apart from the charity run itself.
Yeah.
Apart from the charity, it would take funding from a bigger source, a sponsor or
major sponsor,
major sponsor like Red Bull, RT, maybe Joe Daddy, one of them, any of them to come on board, and like people need to live. Like, I mean, it's hard to expect. A week is a long time to expect anyone to take out of their lives, but a month or even a month and a half would be next to impossible to expect anyone to do it for charity.
So, and then what you start doing is, how do you do it without a support team? Which doing it unsupported then as well is just a ties up.
That's what it's all about. I mean, it's okay for me and Pete to go and do the run, because we'd be doing the run and we'd be doing it off the page, and we get the fallout from that. But to expect the likes of physios and you know, like hotels and everything like that, it would definitely need some sort of sponsorship. Apart from actual fundraising, charity fundraising. Now, let's catch up with some of the comments. Martin is Mr. Pops. Yeah, really Mr. Pops there.
Martin is gas, fucking deadly job he's doing with the Hardy book. I'll be honest, the Hardy book is hilarious.
Yeah,
it's so good.
2 years ago.
Can't go back in time though. But have you listened to Hardy book yet?
No. Because I prefer listening to Martin right beside me and telling me, and
no, you have to listen to Hardy book.
yeah, I will actually. I watch
So
it.
no excuse. But yeah, you're dead right. The Hardy book is very, very funny. All he has to do is keep working at it and to get out on Audible or something like that. Get edited and put on Audible, and
I think what Martin is, he's so gifted Like really is.
Yep.
Probably of all of us, definitely the most gifted. He just like his brain just works in a different way. But he just goes like he just gets distracted too easily. Like
Yeah.
he might start something off and it'd be brilliant. The next thing some other plan comes along and he's away with that then, and the other thing gets, but the same thing will happen. Something else will take over, and eventually then he's like, it's like wool getting tangled up, and then
Yeah.
trying to unfold.
Yeah,
But he's gifted.
he just we all know Martin just needs consistency, and
Yeah.
I was watching his live stream the last day, I know a few of the guys there on this will be watching it, and he's hilarious, brilliant crack, like, and he's got lots of regular watchers and people commenting, and that makes all the difference for a live stream, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was a nasty tackle.
that is a bad challenge. Completely takes out.
We've got completely distracted from the actual match itself, but
yeah, we're not getting much headway on the.
Every Friday I would go down to my local, and the musicians would play traditional music until close. I loved it. Beamish was $3.35. That's nothing a pint. This was in 2010. What was that?
Pogba took a free kick, just went over.
Way behind because
I know, yeah.
It was up there. $335. What's that in euro? Like 250? 260?
Yeah, maybe €3 like.
No, it wouldn't be. The dollar has gone so weak.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sure, it's
$100 is only €78 now.
Like that was in 2010.
Yeah, but even still, I mean, it's not that.
Yeah, it was probably. Yeah, like
it was still. It's cheap. And Beamish. Why would you drink Beamish? Do you not have Guinness?
so he's in. No, if I had the choice, I'd have a pint of Guinness, but it's yeah, Beamish is okay if you're in Cork,
it's
and
a bit more creamy.
Yeah, it's a bit more Moorish.
Moorish, yeah.
Yeah, would that be the right way to describe it?
Moorish. Yeah, they're more the days. Traditional music, pints of stout, Irish stout. Can't go really.
Yeah, if it'd be great. It'll be great to go back to those times eventually.
Yeah.
You know, that's half the. Like that's what most people are hanging on to.
Yeah.
Going back to that crack. So, yeah, what was that? Good idea. It takes me 3 weeks to get up to a half marathon and 3 months to get to a full marathon, plus corporate sponsorship funding. It's 6 months. Fair play to you, as always. No, I really appreciate that. Like to do anything as big as size-wise, like sponsorship is the only way that we can go. And if anyone has any connections in there that would like to, just
yeah, we must get our heads down. Do you know what? We've gone awful lazy since Christmas. Well, I have anyway.
It's like I don't. Hold on a second now, mate.
Since Christmas, we started off the year so brilliantly. We done the marathon for Rory Gallagher up there in Galway, and I thought this was a great way of starting the year. You can imagine what we're going to do for the rest of the year. And since the 1st of January, I'm like,
you've got your head up your hole.
I'm going to chill out for a while.
Yeah.
And again, we had a busy 2021 and
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
And we really just didn't stop even over the Christmas. And I just took a few weeks off, really. Not I took them off or anything, but just chilling out.
That's not a bad thing either. You know, everyone needs that. You know, but.
Yeah.
I think with the plans that we've got for the podcasts and this channel and stuff like that, we need to.
Yeah. Just do you know what? In saying that, we've done a nice few podcasts, and we've organised a nice few podcasts coming up as well with different people. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And like we've got some ambitious ideas for the podcast. So
so we are doing things behind the scenes.
And if you become a Patreon member, you'll be coming to a special gig later on in the year.
Yes, that is correct.
That's
so that is the plan for Patreon members, and I can't wait to actually do that is my dream to do the live shows again. I love the buzz of it. I love watching people laugh.
Yeah.
Interacting with people, like face to face or anyway. You know, if it's done right, there's nothing better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Halftime.
It's halftime now.
Halftime
1-1. Okay.
Predictions for the second half.
Well, I'd say you'll probably have another 3 cans anyway.
I'll open this one anyway. You should get started.
That's my prediction for the second half. 3 cans. Yeah. I don't know. I think that was an open game. I don't think any team.
I think United could actually get one more.
Yeah,
I think they grew into the game.
Yeah,
from what I've
Liverpool the last 15 minutes were probably a little bit standoffish, and United were finding holes in the back line. Rashford looks really good.
I'm actually going to show what I'm going to do now. I'm actually going to check out what the betting is.
Do you know what we do?
What?
You can also go live on Instagram as well and pull a few more guys over to our YouTube. What do you think, guys? We throw in a few more headers into the mix. Alan Shearer, I can see Alan Shearer talking shite there. Anyway,
was he as good as they made him out?
Well, he scored 260 Premier League goals and by far and away the top goal scorer in Premier League history.
Was he really?
He sure was. Ian Wright was decent as well. Funny how Ian Wright in real life is actually kind of a nice fella, and when he was playing, he was an absolute prick.
Was
the
he
highest
really?
order. Yeah, he was.
Why,
He was a moany old cunt. Never stopped fucking whinging.
He played for Arsenal, didn't he?
He did, and West Ham. So he did. Yeah, he went to West Ham. And then he finished his career after Arsenal. He played for Crystal Palace before that. And then he went. Then he went to Celtic. Went to Celtic after West Ham.
I thought he started and finished in Arsenal. Okay, United are 8-5 to win.
Not bad.
The draw is 7-4. It's like how it was at the beginning of the match.
Yeah.
And Liverpool are 21-10. What would you do?
I think United at 8-5 is a little short, but it's decent.
Do you think? Okay. Any prediction? What's your predictions, Dave?
It'll come through eventually. You're right, actually, Dave. We'll stick more timber on the fire. We'll fucking burn all this stuff anyway, Steve.
All right, fire it in there. Right, I have €20 to put on this game. So how do I use it? 10 around 8-5.
Yeah, and what about a next goal scorer, Edison Cavani? See what
Edison Cavani.
Yeah,
he's obviously United.
He is.
Was he playing? Well, obviously he's playing.
Yeah, this is the chance. Should have pulled it back to Donny van de Beek.
Next goal scorer. Correct score. We should take a 5 on correct score. I'm going to go for United 2-1. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a decent bet.
It's a 5er. And goal scorer.
Goal scorer Edison Cavani.
Goal scorer Marcus.
David Walsh reckons it's going to be 3-1 to the Pool. The bet he started with. Hopeful with that one.
Ooh, we're a Liverpool fan.
He's a Liverpool fan, all right.
Okay, Edison Cavani.
Fair play to him.
If he wins, I'll buy you a pint.
Thanks.
And
if it doesn't win,
you buy me a pint.
oh shite. That's a fucking terrible bet. So I'm going to make a zero sum game of 1 pint. You're going to make money, and you're going to buy me a pint out of it. So out of the free money you make,
that's the way
buy a pint, right?
That's the way it works. Man.
Cheers, man. Yeah. Always out of pocket.
Seeing as we're so delayed, Dave, if there's any scores or if Cavani wins or scores a goal, you let us know.
Yeah.
So that I can be cheering away there.
And then we can just watch it in our delayed,
Yeah, but we'll have
In
a live reaction.
the live delay. How much shite is Ian Wright speaking there, lads?
Do you want to turn him up?
Nah, fuck him. Dave Walsh is actually a Wolves fan. Fucking hell. Many off the bench
Wolves?
to make
I've
the
never
difference.
met a Wolves fan.
I know. Wolves used to have loads of Irish players back in the day.
They did. Who?
Fucking
Paul McShane? No.
Paul McShane played.
McShane.
No, he played for Hull after United. He was actually United. He was
Ron Valano's played for Wolves.
Shane. No, he played for Reading.
No, I bet he played for Wolves too.
I don't think he played for Wolves.
Dave, let us know.
Yeah, let us know which Irish.
What Irish players ever
Who else
for
played?
Wolves?
There was
Paul McShane played for Wolves. I think.
No,
Dave
I can't.
Henry's played for Wolves.
No. I'm talking about when going back a bit before Matt Doherty was playing. Matt Doherty played for Wolves a bit for a couple of years.
It's extra time here already. Going to penalty.
Fucking hell. So Edison Cavani didn't score in the second half, so according to Dave.
That's it.
Money gone.
Last bet.
But you gained a free point off me.
It's win-win for me.
Yeah, Rashford looks good, doesn't he? Since he's fucking quick, man.
He is good, and you know what? He's like he seems to like to be a gentleman of soccer.
Yeah, to stick it to the fucking Tories makes him an awful lot more likable as well.
What?
Obviously to stick it to the Tories, to stick it to Boris Johnson and
Did they?
yeah, because they were going to cut school meals. That's why everyone likes him.
Okay, I thought he was set up his own set up his own
Yeah.
thing that he was doing. Okay.
So he started funding school meals because the Tories cut them, and then he forced government to do a U-turn. Do you get me? And so they were going to cut school meals while kids weren't in school.
Okay, okay. Very good. Bastards.
Yeah, fuck the Tories. Wouldn't be our favourites. Oh, Robbie Keane played for Wolves. You're dead right. Dennis Irwin. Yeah, Dennis Irwin went there after United.
Did he?
Yeah, Doyle, Hunt. Oh yeah, fucking Hunt was there. There was
not long.
Mark Kennedy. Yeah, there was fucking loads. There was a load of Irish players there. That's when I think Mick McCarthy, Kevin Doyle. Yeah,
From Tower Hardware.
Yeah. Serious header of the ball.
You have the height anyway.
Mick McCarthy went in. Mick McCarthy went to. How do you call him?
Can we go down Mr. Comment?
Why are you using that computer?
Sorry. Technically, take.
No, we didn't. We did that already.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's the crack? How are you doing, Colin?
Tell me this much, Colin. No gigging. Are you missing the gigging? Colin being from that of 4 Degrees West.
4 Degrees West.
Yeah, great band. Check them out. How's the new year going for you, Colin? How's the sisters?
That sounded creepy. I'm not gonna lie. Colin.
I didn't mean that.
Colin, he's a creepy bastard.
I didn't mean that.
You did it. You did like this. He's like, "Oh, the sisters."
That's not how I meant it.
Well, that's the way it fucking came across. Colin, keep him away from your sisters. But I'm a nice person. Bring me around. Have me around the sisters.
2 cans and a many ones.
Fucking Chelsea and Luton Town.
That was the goal there for Chelsea. We're just going watching the highlights.
Should that? Yeah, this is.
We're presuming that the one. It was 2-1 we left.
I think it was, yeah. But I wasn't even watching. I just saw an update on the phone. Timo Werner actually scored. Do you miss? Oh,
Oh no,
got
penalty.
taken down.
Definitely. There's a definite penalty.
Timo Werner might be one of the worst signings Chelsea have ever made.
Oh,
he
God,
fucking,
he missed the fucking penalty.
he is fucking awful.
I went nearly what? How long are we doing this now? And that's the first time I've cursed.
An hour.
Yeah. No.
So Tammy Abraham scored. So Chelsea bought Timo Werner and Kai Havertz from two German lads last summer for £150 million, and
What?
they are shite.
The two of them.
Yeah, Timo Werner has been absolutely terrible. He cannot fucking do. He is woeful bad.
What is he? A forward.
Forward, yeah. So watching Burnley and Fulham now. That's actually a really good goal by Jay Rodriguez. Burnley.
Pitch looks in shocking condition.
Yeah.
That's Craven Cottage.
Craven Cottage, yeah.
I don't know why I always remember Craven Cottage as a stadium. It just seems it's the name that.
Maybe it's because they used to have, well, they probably still do, had the statue of Michael Jackson outside. He's your favorite. Nonce.
No way. The statue of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
They did.
No way.
Fucking Mohammed Al Fayed put it up.
Why?
He owned Fulham.
Why was he friends with?
His
Michael
buddies
Jackson?
with him, like.
Like friends.
Sure, I don't know how close they were. Dodgy enough, like.
Did Michael Jackson do it?
What do you think? He was the fiddler on the roof too. Like yourself fiddling. No, that was crude.
I'm gonna pull over and I'm stewed. So,
Again,
do.
Brentford and Leicester. Brentford, good championship team. Oh, that was a good finish.
I could have said that myself.
Yeah, in slow motion, not in real time. Not in real time. You're fucking talking to the fucking mic, you bollocks. All right, stop.
Okay. Now, finish this one.
There are widgets in those cans, is there? Fucking hell.
Fucking is bike.
Where did you get those? I thought they got rid of them.
I had to.
They just put no stone in it. Just so you can rattle it around.
1st of the 7th, 96. Is that good? No. I think my uncle bought me them for before Christmas.
All right. Fucking, they got rid of the widgets. People lost the shit.
They didn't get rid of the widgets. They ran out of widgets.
Ah.
The company that made them weren't making them anymore.
Fucking put this in front of your face. The people want to hear you.
Weren't making them anymore, but they're back now.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Oh, what really pissed me off was that that they brought the cans down to 470. But I think these are 500 as well.
That's the power of celebrity right there, guys.
500, yeah.
500. He's still on the 500 ml cans.
Fair play to me.
Werner should be left back on the bench. You're dead right. Stevie, missed the gig in something terrible. Last show was 28th of February 2020, and as for the sisters,
tell them I was asking for them anyway. They're the sound girls.
Sound girls.
Yeah, and there was nothing creepy about it at all. Right?
Timo Werner is fucking woeful. We're watching that penalty again. It's fucking terrible. He scored a couple of goals the first couple of games, and he hasn't scored in like 10 or 11 games now. He's fucking shite.
Shocking stuff. Would you get rid of him? How much was it?
He was £75 million or something. What would you do with £75 million, Steve?
What would I do with Another 75 million. I don't know. I definitely I'd buy a couple of houses.
Yeah. Instead of investing it in a football player.
Oh, I definitely wouldn't invest in a football. I'd buy racehorses.
Buy racehorses.
Yeah, and run them on the soccer pitch.
You'd have Timo Werner on top of them.
I would name him. I'd name him or her. Team. What was it?
Timo Werner.
Yeah, Timo Werner. That's the name of my horse. Next horse. I would definitely buy a couple of. I'd love to get into owning a few horses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You could buy a fucking old cheapo nag and run him
No,
there.
no good.
No, fucking a cheapo one, like.
Stop stuff or not.
So you're going to the car and going, listen,
Yeah.
inseminate something good there.
If I have to do it me fucking self. Please God, Colin, you're welcome here anytime.
Oh yeah, fucking cruise down for the crack.
What was I going to say? No, I'd be straight down to Aidan O'Brien and I'd say, give me your best choice.
He won't give it to you.
Well,
he's more. He. I know you're bigger than him, but he won't give it to you.
I'm bigger than him in probably.
Yeah, you can't intimidate him, Alva. He's fucking like you can't go. Listen there, buddy.
I try.
Give me the one. Give me your favorite.
Aidan O'Brien is my favorite trainer.
Is he?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. It's the way he holds himself. It's the whole setup.
Their setup is
professionalism.
Coolmore's
Irish horse wrestling is incredible.
Yeah, Coolmore's sick.
Yeah.
I actually had Timo Werner in my fantasy football team at the start of the year. Fuck's sake, like you should do a fantasy. Do you know what? That might be a good idea for next year. We'll do a fantasy football team, and it'll be good crack.
That would be great crack.
That would be mighty crack. So, give me your best horse. Yeah, fucking.
I'm telling you.
Listen, Aidan, give me your fucking best horse now.
Right now, fast.
But you wouldn't want to. But like, it's expensive running a horse like that. They have to fucking be looked after properly. 75 million.
75 million.
Spend it on one horse.
Well, it wouldn't be 75.
What if you fucking? What if it was a flat? Obviously a flat horse, and he started jumping fences like fuck. He was a lunatic of a horse.
I want a horse that good that he'd be able to run the flat and jump over.
You want a lunatic horse?
Yeah. No, my horse now would be. Do you know the most expensive horse was what? 20-something million.
Yeah.
Green Monkey it was called, and it didn't even win its maiden. Yeah, I think it was only ran once and didn't even win a maiden.
Galileo horse.
No.
Most of them are like.
No, but not this one. This one was bought by Magner.
Right.
Bought by Coolmore in America, and it was 21. I think it was $21 million.
Wow, fuck me.
And it never
serious money for a horse.
Green Monkey. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, and it didn't even win a maiden.
Yeah, it's. But imagine having to see the stars, or you know.
The stars was class horse. I even have the book there somewhere. Never read it, but I have it.
Yeah. Did you not read the book?
No, I did.
Yeah, just looking at the pictures.
Joining all the dots.
Were you ever in the car?
Yeah.
The National Stud. It's fucking lovely.
Yeah.
Botanic Garden. In the stud though.
The National Stud though.
Oh wow, man! It's well worth going to.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the Botanic Gardens are there as well. The Japanese Gardens.
Japanese gardens
in Dublin. Yeah, Japanese Gardens are there.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Go on a nice day during the summer. Go for a wander.
You know what? If things open up again, I will definitely. Big goal. Game back on. Big goal. Big goal. By who? United.
I don't know if he's messing or anything.
Won't ruin it and say who. Don't look it up. Let's watch it. No, I'd say it's Liverpool.
Colin, thanks a lot for jumping on and becoming a patron, by the way. Absolute legend. If any of you guys want to become a patron member, there's a pinned link at the top there. So big shout out to all the Patreon massive.
Brilliant, yeah. And what we're going to do actually for the patrons is do a little short podcast.
Yeah.
Just for patrons.
Yeah.
A really intimate ones. I'm thinking of just doing like a memoir sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like 3 minutes, like incidents in my life or stories about my life, and sticking them up. But
Yeah.
they're all interesting, believe it or not. So yeah. How far behind are we in the game?
We're a minute behind.
A minute. Which way? Do you know who scored?
I don't know who scored, but I know who scored.
Ah, you fucking bastard!
I can't. The phone was fucking buzzing in my pocket.
You don't have to watch it.
But this thing's fucking slow as fuck. So what can I do?
Come on. I want to know. I could check my own phone, but.
Yeah, there's a lot of static on the screen now.
Yeah. How do we sync that up? Who's this now?
Rashford going on goal, and he side foots in.
She didn't even watch it.
I know what's going to happen now. Look at the position. Look at the goalies.
So
He's going to
Rashford
side
scored
foot.
it.
He must have.
Okay, so we're 2-1 up, right?
That's Dave's bet out the window. Sorry about that, Dave. But sure, look.
Okay, so now we can't score anymore. No more goals for the rest of the game. If I see Dave typing up the
But Edison Cavani didn't score.
Well, it doesn't matter. I put the bigger bet on United to win.
Okay, not too bad.
And also 2-1. So.
Yeah, this. What can you do? We knew what happens anyway.
Fair enough.
But yeah, the Patreon page is going to be getting a lot more content.
Yeah, that's definitely the plan for one of the plans for 2020.
Yeah, we're going to do probably an individual video every second week.
Yeah.
So there'll be a couple of more videos going up each week. So I know that. Well, look, at the end of the day, there's three or four of us.
Yeah,
they're there to create content. So
because we gotta get. I don't want to know what came up on the screen there.
We're just saying a massive gaping arsehole just came up on the screen. Right.
Get Mikey back in action as well. So 2-1 United.
Yeah.
Liverpool are not having a good time.
Yeah, if they lose to United today, they will not be happy.
No.
Liverpool fans really won't be enjoying themselves. If anything,
No. After winning the Premiership, it would be tough.
Well, it's only they're still in contention to win the league anyway, and they've had a lot of injuries, but they're all excuses because Liverpool should have a big enough squad to deal with. The end of the day.
And tell me this much, and tell me another thing. What English teams are still left in the Champions League?
So you have Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester City.
Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester City.
Yeah.
United can't.
They're in the Europa League.
Not good.
But look, at the end of the day, you can't. United going out into the Europa League. I hope that they just fuck the Europa League off. They just fuck it off. Just give it to a bunch of under 18s to play it. Mm-hmm. No one gives a shit about the Europa League.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know, we're actually getting really.
Oh, right in the ballings.
I think he missed. I think he missed the baby maker there.
Did he?
Hopefully.
Didn't look good. Jeez, these Guinness are going down a little bit too easy.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not like you.
No, I've been trying to stay away from them, I've only had like a couple of them since Christmas.
Yeah, same as.
Yeah.
It's
not the same crack when there's no one around or like pubs. I'm not getting back into it again, but.
Yeah, it's hopefully in a couple of weeks' time it'll be a different story, and we can fucking enjoy the crack properly.
I'm thinking it's gonna be past Paddy's Day.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
They've cancelled Paddy's Day. again.
Yeah, well, the parades.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I'd say the pubs won't be open because if they're open around Paddy's, there'd be crowds out and the fucking the people lose the canopy.
Yeah.
It'd be like fucking calves out in the fucking fresh pasture.
Oh, stop.
You know.
Lush back, ears back, looks
Yeah,
back.
looks. Yeah, exactly.
But it's hard to blame. It's hard to blame young people as well. I mean, it's just the way.
Yeah, like look, it's the way.
Human nature, like that was a lovely little flick there.
Greenwood scoring early is coming back into it. I just want to see. Yeah, so we're about a minute behind. We found a new stream.
Oh, we found a new stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully this works a bit better than the last one because that was cuntish. Watching it fucking crack up. It's fucking cold out.
It is cold out, and we should have like timbers and worth of fuck. We should have a bit of dropping cold. So, but anyway, listen, we'll know for the next time because we literally just said, fuck it, we'll go live.
Yeah.
Once I've shared a cursion now, I can't stop.
Look.
And it's the pints as well. The pints are a devil for the cursion.
So who's going to stop you?
No one's going to stop me.
So you're all right.
Check in my fucking phone. What's going on here?
Dave Walsh must be crying after that goal, ruining his bet. It's a shame. Can't all be winners.
I'm a winner, baby. Yeah.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
The only time I watch soccer is if Ireland are playing or if I bet on it.
Yeah. If
it's not a good sign.
The problem is when Ireland are playing, it can be a bit shy to watch.
Yeah, well, I know that. But do you remember there was some great matches? Like remember the French couple of good games with the French.
Yeah, but like that, you're talking about 10 years ago.
No, but even like 4 or 5 years ago, in when we won 1-0 up in the World Cup. And
yeah,
we beaten what
3-1. Yeah, but like that wasn't really a great game. But the game that was in the European Championships, was it, or was it the World Cup?
Europeans.
Sure. Yeah. Funny thing about that is when the game against Italy. Now that was a cracking game. Italy put out a weakened team, but
what game was that?
We had to win the game to go through to the next round. And Robbie Brady came up and scored a header. Crossed in by Wes Hoolahan.
Yes, that was that was to get to play France.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a good day now. That was a fucking right day session.
Came back on the big goal, ruined my year to be honest. You should do this for an Ireland game. Some entertainment then. Yeah. Ireland in soccer or rugby? I'd rather do a rugby game.
Well, yeah, we're more likely to win. And that's a lot more crack. Well, we'll definitely do, like, I can't see them doing much with the Six Nations. So, especially with I know that they're talking about delaying the Six Nations because the new UK variant.
Okay.
So,
but do you think will they?
They probably will, like. I don't know, but their problem then is fixture congestion.
Wasn't it rugby?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because they had to get rid of they got rid of one competition, but they added another competition last year called the Rainbow Cup.
What's that cup?
I don't know.
This is it. This is messing about this. A goal. Oh fuck, Dave. For Liverpool, is it? No, don't tell me. Yeah, it has to be for Liverpool. No, not for Liverpool. Reen Bailey, how are you getting on? Are you well? Anything on tap in the COVID arms? We have lots of things on tap. We have Guinness on tap. Well, we don't actually, but not yet. But we will be having it on tap.
Oh, here we go. 2-2.
Shite.
Yeah, so we're only a minute behind, Dave. Fucking Salah again.
That's my 2-1 bet gone.
The bastards.
But I should say United to win.
Yeah.
You know what? 3-2. It would have been a good. bet.
Fucking, it's annoying that Liverpool have scored twice because they were struggling to score for weeks.
Who?
Liverpool, yeah. See this short corner, fucking, this is bollocks now.
Is that where it came from? Is it
Yeah. Yeah, look, they United put themselves under fucking pressure. They're stupid. This is.
What's the goalkeeper there wearing a pair of jeans for? Soft talking.
He must be planning on going out after.
Huh?
He must be planning on going out after. It's just his
Maybe that's
pair
what
of
it is.
jeans.
There's no wonder he let the ball in.
He's going straight in, and yeah, United did that to themselves now. Fucking Egypt.
That's the goalkeeper's fault now.
Dave reckons it's not his fault. He's like, fuck's sake, Dave.
I'm going home now.
Anything on tap on the COVID arms? If I could, that'd be a dangerous plot around here now. As Rian knows from being in.
We used to have. I tell you what, my father used to brew his own beer.
I can imagine now that is.
It would literally blow the hole in.
I can fucking well imagine that.
So I did.
So like the stuff that he was brewing.
Yeah, but he used to run it through like the Heineken and Smithwick stuff. So
yeah, like did he was like your father wouldn't be the most careful man.
No.
So
he wouldn't have that bit of finesse in his touch.
No. So when he was putting these when he was putting the ingredients together, like did he give a shite what he was putting into it?
All the ingredients would be top notch.
Yeah. But was he measuring them out?
Not so.
No.
No, to be straight in, full bag.
Oh, the whole lot, all in together.
Do you think we'd be in lockdown till July like the UK? I could nearly. Katrina, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, May, June anyway.
May, June. May maybe.
Yeah.
Definitely April.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that they can't. They're not rolling out the vaccine quick enough.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what.
Supplies of it.
We'll get back to the blue and beer now in a second. But they've run out of the vaccines for the second doses.
Yeah.
Like for people that have got the first doses, they don't have the fucking second doses, and I can speak personally about this. They've ran out of the doses in the same places that you went for the first one, so it's a fuck up. And then what's happening is people are booking and getting their appointments, and they're not going to them, and they have to get rid of the vaccine then because they've only had.
They're not turning up.
Yeah, they're not turning up.
That's not surprising either.
Yeah, so then the vaccine
so you can't.
Fucked.
Why?
Because it has to. Once it's taken out and ready, it can't go back in. And
so can they have it ready, like sealed, until the person turns up? So they can't have an individual packaged one.
If you have an appointment for a vaccine,
fucking turn up.
A, go, or B,
ring them.
Say that you're not going to get it. Simple as that. If you don't want to get the vaccine, that's fine. No one's going to force you. Bill Gates isn't going to come to your house and stick you with a needle.
Even though he does know where you are.
He does know where you live.
And he's been watching the same porn as you.
But just let them know, and that way it's not the vaccines aren't wasted. And then what's happening is then, a lot of these vaccination places are in hospital facilities.
Yeah.
And what they're doing is they're vaccinating their families with the vaccines, and then they're getting in trouble for that. But don't waste a vaccine.
No.
I mean, it's cost the country money, which means it's cost you and me and Chris and everyone else's money. So either go to your fucking appointment, or else tell them that you don't fancy getting the vaccine. Simple as that. And anyway, getting away from that, Katrina, we went off on a little bit of a rabbit hole there, but anyway, yeah. So that's it. Getting back to the brewing.
Yeah. So your father decided to become a master brewer.
Master brewer, and you know what? It did taste all right.
Really?
Yeah.
And how many batches of his master brew did he put together?
Bins and bins of it. I say bins and bins of it because
he just decided to chop down a whole fucking a field full of barley and said, "Right, we're going at this."
You can buy all that. You can buy.
Oh yeah, you can, yeah.
And sugar. There must have been bags of sugar coming out. Like, fucking, who makes the sugar in Ireland? Are used to?
Oh, Shukra, yeah.
Like, sugar, deliver it straight to the door
by the fucking the lorry load.
But the only thing is, it was like 8 or 9%.
Oh.
And it would literally blow the head of you.
He's a wild man.
Like, literally, you ended up with boils after it.
Oh, that sounds fucking cook.
Yeah. One night after he had a few pints of it, and not a many pints of it, and he can drink a many a pint.
He can.
He about 2 or 3 in the morning, he was out, and for some reason we had a drum kit, and he was outside playing. He brought the drum set
outside
and was playing the drums.
Oh, was he any good?
No. He woke up all the neighbors. But anyway, it was lethal stuff. Should have been fucked out into the drain.
Stuff.
Lads, why is football not more important in Ireland? Look how big it is in England. Soccer, where a blue jersey in the east end of Glasgow will catch a blade to the neck. What's the story?
Well, like, it's just not as important because the local teams around here aren't like there are decent local teams in Ireland.
You don't want to get blades to the neck.
Yeah. I don't like that. That's the one thing that I don't like about that football tribalism.
Yeah.
It's too intense, and like this hatred of Liverpool and United, this hatred of Arsenal and Tottenham. Bit of crack, like, yeah.
Crack banter. I mean,
I don't want to see like Liverpool fans happy. You know.
No one needs to get hurt over it, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy, and there is a little bit of that. It came into GA in the kind of mid 2000s for a couple of years, but it seems to have settled down again. But now in the big city, like in Dublin, definitely have a faction where they're more like your Premier League supporters.
Yeah.
Than your typical country GA supporter, like.
Yeah, and I don't believe in this thing that Dublin fans are this or Dublin fans are that.
No, it's an individual thing.
I've never had a bad experience with any Dublin fan.
No, well, I'd say I came out after an All Ireland final loss. I can't remember what year it was, but we had just lost from the last kick. You know when Dean Rock put over?
Yeah.
The last kick of the game, right? And
it wasn't the last kick of the game, but the last score of the game.
Yeah. So watched that. Lost the fucking final. Obviously, the Dublin fans were fucking cheering. I was heartbroken, and Tom the Boo was sitting beside me, and I was like, right after the final was there. He was, yeah. I know. Therese was there. Mark was there. We had a fucking great old David, like. Yeah, Martin was there. Yeah, But anyway, straight after, I was like a hair out of the place. I was fucking straight up the road to find a pub that didn't.
I'd say it was the last mail man to leave that day.
I could not fucking stick it. I was like, I'm out the door. I was walking up Jones's Road past the Crow Park Hotel. And there's a laddie, probably around 7 or 8, local lad. You know, obviously lived in one of the terraced houses around there. And he was pointing a laugh at me. And I was very close to kicking him into the canal. I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna pick him up and boot him into the canal.
Made your day better.
I would have fucking felt delighted. I would have been very happy at the time, and then later on, I would have felt very doomed for killing the child. So that was the only time that I really lost. I was very much contemplating throwing the child into the river. Wouldn't it look great?
Never had the only time I ever seen any bit of a scuffle at all in a GA match was when Dublin were playing Mayo in the league in McHale Park, and for some reason they had a bit bit of a scuffle with the guards in the Albany.
Oh yeah.
Side, yeah. I don't know what that was about. Don't know how it started it, but it ended up that the guards brought them home anyway. And it was a funny story afterward. We were walking away. And everything was well. We bet Dublin that day.
Yeah.
And we were walking away, and next thing, this is about 250 minutes later, and this different crowd of Dublin fans came up and asked us, could you please tell us the way to the station? And for some reason, I sent them to the Garda station
to pick up their mates.
What they did was
The train station, yeah. So you said them a half an hour round trip. The other, yeah, nice.
I remember Martin and I think it was Emer at the time turned around and said, "Why did you send them that way?" And I said, "Sure, that's where the station is." No, they wanted to know where the train station was. Anyway, so if by any chance you get to see this video, and you're one of them, that crowd, I'm very, very sorry. Probably making you late.
Yeah, we should look.
Yeah.
Can't feel too sorry for them.
No.
They've had plenty good days, like.
They had plenty good days. Too many good days.
Yeah. It's the thing to remember about the Celtic Rangers type of crack, that isn't football hatred, that's sectarian hatred.
Yeah.
And the underlying thing isn't actually football at all. It's bullshit being handed down.
Excuse.
Yeah.
It's an excuse. So
And like
definitely
it's hard, like, look, it's hard to like rival fans for obvious reasons. That's the whole point of having rivalries.
Yeah.
But
there's no need for knives or anything like that. So
no, like once you start going down there, like you're not actually
the knives and all the fighting for that crack ended 100 years ago, and best leave it at that. Basically. Although if you ever get it, if any man puts it up to me, I wouldn't back down.
hard done. Unless they pulled a knife, and then you'd be like, do you know what? Have it. Do you want me to take off the jersey, actually?
I want to see how fast I can.
You'd be like, do you know what? I'll actually leave the jersey with you, so enjoy that.
Also, do you know why another reason is? Because football, when you say football, you mean soccer, obviously.
Well, we're watching.
Yeah.
Sorry, you
So,
know. It's not like I'd only call football. My theory on is that I call Gaelic football in the summertime, and then the rest of the year when I'm not watching Gaelic football, I call Premier League, soccer football.
Okay.
So it kind of switches up in my brain. It was like, so for the whole summer I was like, yeah, watching football, and then the rest of the year I'm like, I'm watching football.
That narrows it down.
Yeah.
Dave said I was at a Munster final. Two women started
battering the shite out of each other, and their boyfriend started fighting. Why are we reading this together? Why didn't you read it out loud properly? So.
And then some outlet piped up saying, "This is hurling, not soccer."
Stop. The funniest thing I think I was telling you this before, but I was at a Cork match in the National League with a mate of mine, Seamus Casterly, and he fucking did not like Richie Feeney at all.
Why?
He could not stick him. He just, as a footballer, he did not have any time for him. And Richie Feeney came on probably the 50th minute or whatever, see out the match, that type of idea. And it was fucking lashing rain. It was fuck all in Crow Park. This is a league game, you know? And anyway, fucking, he's like complaining. He's like, that fucking cunt Richie Feeney coming on now. And he was sickened. And as soon as Richie Feeney grabbed the ball and he fucking hoofed it just straight up in the air, hoofed it as high as he could, and you could see that Seamus was disgusted by this, and there was an old man in front, and he goes, "That's the fucking ball, Richie Feeney." Just to decide, I think Seamus was going to walk out at that moment. He's like, the whole sequence was beautiful. That's the fucking ball. Yeah.
You should run the pitch, you get the ball, no problem. You run up and down the field all day long.
Yeah.
But then when you go to shoot, it just go anywhere. Could go. I actually once seen him kick it behind himself.
Well, put it up and then
Kick
go
the ball
back.
behind himself.
Nice.
Yeah, but I loved him as a player. I thought he was a warrior. I actually named my dog after him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mac. I used to just. Yeah,
That's a good name for a dog, though.
It is. I had the dog for 13 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor bastard.
What's-
Died. The dog now, not call him Mac.
Yeah, I was going to say poor Colin. But obviously he's still kicking it.
I'll hold you with that now, and I'm going to go back. When I say I had the worst, never really had a bad experience with GAA. I correct myself. We went, myself and Martin O'Hagan went to an All-Ireland final. It was when Galway were playing Kildare. And we were in the Hill 16. But Mayo Miners were in the All-Ireland before that. And I think they were playing Kerry, and they got beaten.
Right.
Right. This is 99, or was it 2001? When did Galway beat Kildare?
Galway beat Kildare 2001.
2001.
Yeah.
Well, then it was 2001.
Yeah.
When did Galway beat
Kildare was in the final or Galway were in the final in 98 and 2001.
No, 99.
I don't know who was in the final in 99.
Anyway, the Galway won 2 All-Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 99.
Was it 99? I thought it was 98.
They were the
Well,
first
anyway.
team to win going through the back door.
Right.
And
Yeah.
they only won. Am I right?
I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, go for it.
Right. Anyway, that was grand. Obviously, we were supporting Galway after coming up from Mayo.
Yeah.
What your thing is to support the province team.
Yeah.
And we started supporting Galway during the match. But we got awful stick, and I mean serious stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Martin got a belt
From the Galway fans.
No, from the Kildare fans. For United, no. For United, definitely for United, has to be, because we're up in the United half.
I would be so happy if United won by a penalty. That would be fucking great. Yeah, because Liverpool fans are complaining about.
But sure, that wasn't even in the box.
Or was it? That was a free kick anyway. Oh yeah, Dave said, "My bad, it's a free."
Oh. Okay.
Wasn't far off though.
Was it even a free?
I was, yeah. Your man came through the back of him.
How about that?
See, you watch something in your problem is when you watch it in slow motion, then you go, was that a bit soft? But it's this, you don't watch it in slow motion, watch it in real time, then you'll realize.
Okay, now Sheena, you what?
Yeah. So you got started getting belts from the Kildare fans because you were from Mayo supporting Galway.
Like they give Martin an awful time. But then again, if you Martin, you give him.
Yeah, you would. I don't blame them for that. Like,
only joking, Martin. If you're watching,
which you're not. But yeah, if there's anyone out there that hasn't become a Patreon member yet, jump on, become a Patreon member, and you will be invited to a very special gig later on in the year.
Well, yeah, keep or even if you're not a patron, just subscribe to the channel. Well, obviously subscribe to the channel if you're watching, but spread the word.
Spread the word and let me off.
Later on, like we said, we're only back doing lives since today, only about an hour ago.
Way!
So we're not that far behind.
No, it's fucking maybe 10 seconds.
Is that the fella that
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, he's multi-talented.
He's fucking quality.
And he cut his hair as well.
He is, yeah. He also was
Grew a few inches.
yeah down there. Yeah, like a Bruno Fernandes
Is that was that from the penalty? From the
free kick. Yeah,
From the free.
Yeah.
Straight from, direct. So it was
it's a good finish. Sure. Look, do you need to take a penalty? That's a fucking good finish.
Nice. So my big bet is Shalana.
3-2.
Would have been a great bet, 3-2.
Goal!
Do you know what? It mightn't be finished yet.
Liverpool do look dangerous when they go ahead. Still 15 minutes to go. So
15 minutes to go. Will I have another can?
actually, you might as well.
I'll get a can, and then but first I have to go for wee-wees.
You do that.
What do you call it? Do you go for piss, wee-wee,
Piss.
urine,
Piss.
piss?
Piss. What do you say? You say wee wee the whole time.
Well, it depends on who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to my kids, I say wee-wee. You know what I mean? So you
Sure, Tony's almost. He's 18 years old, man.
Yeah, but look, you know, you have to be the responsible adult.
He's an adult too. Pretty much.
I'm setting the standard.
Who do you think, guys? Do you have any prediction for the last 15 minutes? I know you know that United are 3-2 up. 3-2 up now.
I'd go 4-2 up now. Would be nice.
Do you think that Liverpool are? They could be like the second half of each game. They seem to really drop off the pace. I was watching the games closely there. The last couple of games that Liverpool were playing. But yeah, they seem to drop off the pace in the second half of, say, the second half of the first half or the second half of the second half. They seem to not be able to keep up that pressing style. United getting better. Yeah, so tell us what the crack is, guys. Is there anyone else jumped onto the stream there recently? We have some really good podcasts on the way for you. Big good crack so far. We're going to have an Agony Uncles coming out in the next day or two. That will be going up. And need sure to get booked and pull to level or win extra time for your bet builder. That's
What's that?
So Dave needs Shaw to get booked.
Is he even playing?
Sure is.
Sorry, I'm putting him up here.
9 minutes left.
I said it's less.
Well, there'll be less, probably 8 minutes. 9 minutes on our clock.
That's all that matters is our clock.
Ooh.
Is that
Again,
because it's streaming?
yeah.
Well, if it was the television, it would be closer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's the television's also is streamed like.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like that'll be sorted on Tuesday. But yeah, like I was saying that the interesting team thing with looking at Liverpool, they seem to fade a lot in the second halves of games.
Yeah.
The last couple of weeks, the second halves of each half, even.
Probably not taking the line at half time.
Well, maybe that's what they need to go in halfway through and get an extra bump.
Maybe they need a water break.
The water bump, oh yeah.
A schnock the break.
Chonk it up at halfway through the half. Fucking depth perception. Your depth perception is completely gone. You're like, do you know what? I've scored enough today.
I've had my fun, and that's all that matters. Okay, we have a corner now. So I don't want to see anything from Dave. I don't want to see Dave saying goal. Worst corner I ever seen in my life. Shocking bad.
Yeah.
Column, poor me still here sinking into a few creamy cans. But listen, Column, get over here to the COVID Arms one of the days, if you can at all. You know, when these restrictions are all gone. The water breaks. Potato boys.
the water. Yeah, the
Right,
fucking they did. Yeah, if in fairness now, after the water breaks, they
Yeah.
Limerick really took control.
But do you know
Well, I
what?
wonder what was in their water.
Do you know what? Another thing is, it did for Mayo as well
Yeah.
in the All Ireland final. I think that once they had the water break, after that.
What the fuck are we, lads? Seriously, what are we taking water breaks for in the middle of fucking winter?
It's
Middle of winter.
fucking ridiculous.
Fucking nonsense I've ever
In the
heard.
middle of summer, like Ireland doesn't get that hot. Like,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake. Come on.
I could understand during the summer that they were like, well, we'll the lads might be dehydrated and they haven't been training as much, blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
But like in the middle of winter,
yeah,
load of bollocks.
like what was the whole idea of it to start off with?
Well, I think it was that because muscle injuries were going to be an issue because of dehydration or whatever. But
Fucking with the roots.
yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with you. The water breaks are a load of bottles. But sure, they've always had lads running onto the pitch, fucking handing out bottles of water anyway. So what are we stopping the game for?
and even then, I mean, like all they do is like spray it into the mouth and spit it out again.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, you checking the result of the games?
No, I'm not.
You are.
I'm not. It just said exactly what the score was there.
Sure, I'm enjoying it. I enjoyed them few cans.
I fucking bet you did.
Yeah, I did.
Lucky you don't have to drive to Dublin tonight.
It's an awful, you know, like I feel sorry for you.
Ah, fuck
Do
it.
you know what? I do
Happy
enjoy,
enough.
I do enjoy the spin up to Dublin,
Yeah, it's
especially when I'm sober.
well. That's always a help. The fucking when you're not sober, it's a long journey. Like
No. It's a very long journey, but yeah, it's I do find driving on the motorway or on good roads therapeutic because you can sort of like.
well, you can listen. I've been listening to. I was listening to a.
Chat to people on the Bluetooth.
Yeah, I usually just listen to an audiobook or a podcast on long ones, or might just listen to some music.
Yeah.
You know, think of ideas, what guests we can have on the podcast and stuff like that.
Yeah. So if you're only tuning in now,
if anyone knows Dennis Irwin, I'd like to have the crack Dennis Irwin.
Yeah. We might even get Joe Biden on for the crack.
Joe Biden, yeah.
But
Mayo lads.
If anyone is only tuned in now, we have 2 boxing podcasts coming up. Ray Moylish,
Yeah.
A local legend, Mayo legend, and we've Jason Quigley coming on in a couple of weeks after his fight with. Can you remember who's fighting?
Oh, I can't remember. I was watching.
Cortez Jr.
Oh, Shane Mosley Jr.
Mosley Jr. Yeah.
That's it.
So a hot whiskey break. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Or maybe an Irish coffee or
Yeah.
a Bailey's coffee. Imagine, I might have a Bailey's coffee this time.
James Horn on the side, fucking with 15 Bailey's coffees. He's like, fucking hurry up, lads, they're getting cold.
Now that you could understand.
Oh, fucking
or
up.
maybe glue vines around Christmas. You know, like
Look,
mulled wine.
a mulled wine break.
And the lads now just have their 80 minutes mulled wine.
Yeah, that would stop. Like, what are we doing with fucking Gaelic football? Like, they only did that because the Premier League did it. And they got rid of it because it wasn't summertime anymore.
Scandalous. Ridiculous. Not scandalous, but ridiculous.
Nonsense.
Anyway, we are 87 minutes here. 87:14. So my big bet is looking good. Stop looking at your phone.
I'm just telling you now. I want to know what the actual time is in the match.
What is the time of the match?
I'll tell you now.
Do.
It's it's 89th minute.
Okay, 89th minute. So minute and a half. And it's still 3-2?
3-2, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sure, why did you ask if you didn't want to know?
Well,
how long is the drive from Mayo to Dublin? It's about 2.5 hours.
Is it?
Not even.
It's not even. It's 2 hours 15. 2 hours. It depends on how fast you go.
Yeah. In fairness, I did it in less than 2 hours to Turla one of the days. That was epic fucking driving now.
If you're on a promise, it'll only take about an hour and a half.
Oh, is that Cavani? Oh my god, what a
Depends on how sober you are. You're dead right. Not that we condone drink driving at all. It's very, 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 very bad. It is about with traffic. It's about.
It depends where in Mayo you are.
Yeah, well, that is true. If
You're down Balmoral,
fuck me, that's an extra hour and 15 minutes.
yeah, it's
I used to say if you're driving from Balmoral,
you're halfway once you get to Swinford.
You're halfway once you get to Balladrine.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like just inside the Roscommon border.
Well, it's
on the border.
so you know why Mayo play,
The maps were changed.
yeah, because the landlords paid less tax in Mayo.
Was that it?
I think one of the landlords sold Balladrine to Mayo. There's lots of fucking different stories about it. I don't know what the truth is. Yeah, so they changed the county boundaries because of cheaper tax in Roscommon. Because no one wants to be there, like it's Roscommon, like.
But Balladrine play in the
Mayo, because the GA didn't recognise that the boundaries were changed.
Right. No.
The GA being traditionalist like yourself,
Like myself, pure
back then.
Pure traditionalist.
Yeah.
I don't like this. Just that's all for pricking about. Get it out, tough.
There's money to be made here. You didn't give a shite about it earlier.
Well, no, I just took an interest.
Once there's a few pounds on the line.
Do you know what? Do you think it's a good idea to wind down the clock instead of adding extra time? You know how they do in LGFA, ladies football?
No. I think they should add on time.
Add on time.
Yeah.
Leave it to the referees.
It's the same thing, really, isn't it? Because the referee basically he adds on a certain amount of time for each substitute.
Yeah.
He'll add on 30 seconds for each substitute and stuff.
Where's your man Salmon been hiding out? Well, we have interesting news coming up with Salmon. Very interesting news coming down the line. And he will be dropping in 4 minutes fucking extra time. And he will be dropping in very soon for more podcasts and a few lives. He's been a busy boy.
He is a busy boy.
Yeah, he's been a busy boy.
Fair play.
So
I was chatting to him a couple of days ago. He's in good form.
Yeah, he's in good form. He's in very good form. Yeah, we'll keep you updated on that.
Yeah, Salmon's grand. 4 minutes. What can you get done in 4 minutes?
Have a quick wank.
Could you?
Yeah.
4 minutes? You'd have to have the stories straight in your head.
Oh, well, do you know what? Did you ever edge yourself? And then just leave it for a while, and then it would take less than 4 minutes.
Fair enough. Did you ever edge yourself? That's one of the weirdest things you've said on the podcast.
Or maybe after drink.
Yeah. Well, depends. Fucking if you got a bit of the fear.
Huh?
If you had a bit of the fear.
How things Mama took. Yeah. So no. After drink is wouldn't take long either. Yeah. After a few pints, I'd be that way inclined, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A quick wank, is it?
Wouldn't take long.
Wouldn't take long.
Yeah.
You heard it here, guys. This is exactly what you needed.
I'm gonna be at that crack.
Yeah.
Now we have a Liverpool free, and I'm delighted that Dave hasn't texted up. That means there's no goal.
He might have tried to screw you.
Oh, that was terrible.
Fucking, that would have been Mo Salah's hat trick if that went in.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're not far behind.
Oh, fucking not. Yeah, it was. See, he only can shoot off the left.
Yeah.
That felt better for him to have a crack with his right foot, because he would have gone across goal. Fernandez fucking telling the lads, get up the pitch to fuck, get away to fuck from that goal. So be a serious win for United now. Take out Liverpool.
Once Dave was brought up, game over. 3-2. That's it. That's all I want.
Bruno Fernandes is absolutely class.
He made a great start, but then he went very quiet for a while.
Who?
Fernandes.
Sure, he scored 11 goals this season and there's like 5 assists.
Sure, how many games?
Yeah, but he's one of the top. He's third top best goal scorer in the league. Yeah, he's from midfield.
Okay. Oh, midfield. I suppose. Fair enough.
Ah, he's class.
Who are you as daddy?
Yeah, if only I'd be making fucking more money than I am now.
It's the right place to be, though.
Oh
No,
yeah,
no.
fucking yeah.
So that is it. So basically, I'm hoping that this is the end of that. And thanks, guys. Winner, winner. Thank you, Dave. I'm presuming me, winner, winner.
I hope so too.
Yeah. So thanks, Dave. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for
There we go.
subscribing to the channel, and we'll be doing a lot more lives. And this was
We
nice.
sure will.
It was a nice little practice run
Yeah.
back into the live scene again after we've got our
Nice.
ban was lifted.
2-hour chat
Yeah.
and hang out with some of the crew. Yeah, guys, look, thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Well done on making some money, Steve. There'll be an Agony Uncles out in the next couple of days. If you haven't jumped on and become a Patreon member, please do. That would help us out very much in keeping this crack going and make them better.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so I should look. We're throwing up some content for you there as well.
Yeah, perfect.
But yeah, that's the crack.
Yeah.
We'll finish this up.
Take care, guys.
Keep talking.